welcome back to the channel. Cheers. I've got a lump of scrap on the not scrap, it's an offcut. No such thing as a scrap in the woodworking world. So I've got an offcut, funny shape, on mounted between centres at the moment, and I'm just going to hack and chop away and see what happens with it, really. Bit of fun, hopefully. I'll just show you what we've got. Right, it's a lump of pine type stuff. It's an offcut from a previous job I did. As you see, it's a bit of a funny shape. So I just thought I'd chuck it on between centres and have a crack, see what turns out. Right, well, it's in with about 600 at the moment, so we'll see what damage it can do. Well, something's coming out of it. A mess, I think, but might leave that a bit and go all Phil Anderson and leave a bit of bark on. Up there then. Oh, 93.6%. That's quite damp, that, isn't it? 99. Oh, 29.8. Oh, dryish bit. 37. 99. Yeah, well, I think I'll let that dry out a little bit. See what we can do with these saw cuts and splits. Never know, might do something decorative with them. Unless of course the whole thing explodes in the face, which is probably what it will do. Right, we've got it turned around on the lathe. Square this section off a little bit and see what we can do in the hollowing process. Think I can do any more with that in the way. Don't really want to go any thinner. But I'm on a very small tenon in very small jaws. It's going to be interesting. the idea will be, when it gets dry enough, is there's a couple of saw cuts here and bits missing, so I'm going to take it out, take the rest of the cut out, and I'm just going to fill it with epoxy. Right, I've got a big crack in this bowl, so what I'm going to do is fill it with some epoxy. Now I'm just experimenting here a bit. I've mixed in some metallic grey, it's actually car paint. Not really knowing what it's going to end up like and what it's going to do. Should be okay, we'll soon find out in a minute. Right, just let that settle for a bit, let's see what happens. I don't know if you can actually see that, can you? Right, well the epoxy's gone off, so I'm going to do a little bit of machining just to see what it's like. I haven't got a pressure pot or anything, so if there's any air bubbles in it, there'll be air bubbles in it. Got a bit of spillage on the outside. The first thing to do is clean it all off, really. Oh, okay, well it's getting there. Needs a bit of backfilling just there. I'll obviously never mix up that colour ever again, so it'll have to be whatever it becomes. Not horrendously bad, I've just got to decide really what I'm going to do with it now. Because at the moment it's just something I've turned. Don't know what it's going to be. Ooh, the surprise! Or the shock, or one of the two. Right, I've revisited the shape on the outside, I don't know why, I just have. And it's starting to look a bit Greek Urnish-y, isn't it? So I might make a lid and a base. It literally has no form or function in the mind, this. It's just literally, I'm just doing it. And it is becoming what it is becoming. Not always a good thing in my case. My artistic flair tends to be a bit of a damp squib where things like this are concerned, but hey, let's give it a go, see what happens. Right, I've decided to turn a little base for it. Thought it was a bit of thought it was a bit of elm, but actually it's a piece of cheap and nasty pine, so I don't know what it's going to turn out like, but it's going to sort of resemble a Greekish urn sort of thing, I think, hopefully. We shall see. Now I remember what this is. It's a bit of old fence post actually. The greenish colour is from the tannalising to stop it going rotten. Doesn't look horrendously bad, that, does it? Right, decided I'm going to make a lid for this pot as well. It's got a started off as being a pot, now it's a pot with a base, and now it's going to have a lid. Whatever next. I'm going to put a couple of coats of sanding sealer on there just to stick the grain down a bit to make it easier to sand. That's sanding down to 240. I'm just going to chuck some sanding sealer in there, close the grain up a bit, and then I can finish off with some 320 and 400. Right, I'll just put a bit of wood wax 22 in there, give it a polish up, and a buff up, see what happens. Right, that's not come out too badly. I'm not going to over finish this because it's got to have some extra work done to it when I've finished with it. Extra work which you will get to see in a later video, hopefully. Now, I'm going to alter the shape down here a bit. I don't really like that, it's a bit thick really, so I'm going to whiz a bit off there. I'm a bit happier with the base now, or the pedestal, whatever. So that's all going to be down to sanding from now, which I'm sure you don't really want to see. Probably as much as I don't want to actually do it. Okay, I'm just about to buff off. I've just put a coat of wood wax 22 on. Wiped it off a little bit and now I'm going to buff it off. Right, now all we've got to do is get the turn off the bottom. Always an interesting one, that.